Can I color grade without the camera raw filter in Photoshop? Well, if you have 4 minutes, you'll find out. Let's get into it. So the first thing I do is I duplicate the layer by hitting Ctrl J on my keyboard. I'll right click and I'll select convert to smart object. The next thing I'll do is I'll come to my effects and then I'll come and pick brightness and contrast. I'll decrease my contrast a bit, my brightness a bit, and increase my contrast a bit, sorry. The next thing I'll do is I'll come and select the layer again and come to the effects. But this time I'll come and pick the hue versus saturation. I'll bump up my saturation a bit, just as you can see me do like that, and close the panel once again. I'll come back to my layer, come to the effect side, and this time come and pick vibrance. And I'll push the vibrance way up to give it that pop I want. The next thing I'll do is I'll come and select, let's see before and after every process. So if I turn everything off, turning them back on, you can see the before and after. Exactly. So I'll come back to that layer again and come to the effects panel. Come to the effects panel, and this time I'll select the color lookup table, right? There are lots of LUTs that are in Photoshop, that are already stored in Photoshop, so you can just select any of them. You can load your own LUT if you have some, but then with this tutorial I just want to go for the teal and orange they have there. Now if I apply it, you can see that it has destroyed my image completely. If it was in the camera raw filter, I could have used max to max it, but then I don't want to use camera raw filter today, so let's just see how we are going to maneuver our way around it. We can't decrease the opacity too, so let's see how we're going to maneuver our way around it. We're going to select that white icon, come and select our brush tool, and then come and select our foreground color to black, right? You can just double click and then send it to black, right? We'll hit OK, and what we do is we want to maintain the originality of the face, right? So we are just going to paint his face in the places that we don't want with the black color selected as foreground. So we'll just paint just as you can see me do. So every part that I don't want to be affected with the teal and orange, I'll just paint with it, right? So let's just do it. Right, so now we can see the before and after, right? So let me just turn the layers off. Let me turn everything off. So just as you can see, we first added our brightness, we came to add some saturation, some vibrance, and finally our orange and teal look with our skin now preserved. So this is basically how to color grade your footage in Photoshop. But if you want to add a final touch, you duplicate everything by hitting Ctrl Alt and E on your keyboard, and it will just merge everything into one. We select the first layer and the last brightness layer, and we'll hit Ctrl G on our keyboard to group them. After we are done, we'll come to our merge layer and come and select curves. We are going to create our classical S curve to bring in the saturation that we want. So just as you can see, we'll target the middle and then we'll create that classical S curve. So just as you can see, it has given us that nice saturation we are looking for. So look at before, after. So this is basically how to color grade your footage in Photoshop without a camera raw filter. If I did well, let me know in the comment section. If not, just like and subscribe. Peace, and I'm out.